take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Years ago, Adrian College Television set out on a mission to bring the excitement, the passion, and the unforgettable moments of Bulldog athletics to fans everywhere. From the field to the court, from nail-biting finishes to championship victories, ACTV has been there to capture it all.
Yeah, Jordan Spear, happy birthday, buddy. I'm sure.
This year, we celebrate a decade of dedication, 10 years of innovation, teamwork, and delivering the energy of Adrian College straight to your screen. Here's to the next chapter of ACTV, because at Adrian College, the story is just beginning.
Saturday evening showdown from the Arrington Ice Arena. It's the University of Michigan-Dearborn and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Ian Wendt. Happy to have you all join us here this evening at the AIA. These two teams yesterday facing off at Dearborn. That game wound up in a 3-2 overtime win for the Bulldogs. It is senior night here tonight, and throughout the course of the broadcast, we'll be sure to talk about all 9 of our great seniors that we have for this Lady Dogs squad. And folks, this is sure to be a fun one. 20 minutes will go up on the score clock. Both teams back to their benches. It's an all-senior starting 5. For the Bulldogs, Mackenzie Villiard, Nalia Wood, Gianna Miranda, Tess McCarrow, and Taylor Gragan on the back end. McCarrow will skate up to the middle. Looks down Cadence Perro. Just waiting for the okay. We get the signal, and we are underway from the AIA. The Bulldogs will win the opening faceoff. Villiard swings it around the boards. As the yellow, black, and white start their breakout, that bounced off of a stick. Now controlling is Ellie Cloyan. Here's Miranda going for a rush, trying to push her way through traffic. Back the other way, the Wolverines will dump this in just beyond the center ice red line. Make the first line change of the game. Amanda Story stopping the puck behind her cage. As that pass took an awkward hop, and it's possessed by the Bulldogs.
Like we saw last night, a close win, an extra time win. 2 teams with a number in front of their name means a lot. Wolverines come in here at number 9, Bulldogs number 2.
We know as well some of these girls were overseas last weekend and the week before, playing in the World University Games for USA. 2 of those seniors. Here's a quick chance underneath the goal line, just stays out.
First real chance for either team there. Goalie got out of the crease a little bit.
Peterson's pass pushed to the left. Wiltshire couldn't hold on to it, and it's sent out of the zone. Back to retrieve it. That's Brenna Ward. Brenna Ward now to Kiera Eagleson, who gains the red line. Over she goes. Shaw couldn't dump it in. Ward with a fast pass to the neutral zone. Holding on there and dumping in is Taylor Robinson.
Shaw, one of the captains, plays a physical game, but she's one of the nicer people I've had a chance to meet off the ice.
Shawsy, as she's known, of course, one of our seniors here today. Captain number 1 for this Lady Dog squad, paired with Tess McCarrow. As, like you said, Ian, one of the friendliest Bulldogs that you'll be able to meet on any of our teams, as well as campus-wide. Always good to see you around and catch up on the latest and greatest. Genesee Williams first to the puck. Can't control it along the wall. It's ripped up there as Evers looks to make a play. Wolverines attempting to skate out with it. Forrester will throw this in over the line. A back pass made successfully there by Adrian. This is kept in the zone from some good pressure by the Bulldogs. Extended stick. Stitt tried to keep it going. Worked around the half wall. Wolverines looking to set up shop. They work it right to left. Now up at the point. There's a shot. Good save made. And holding on with a nice stop is Amanda Story, her first of the evening, 17:07 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, that shot came off a missed opportunity earlier, went right through a Wolverines skate and sticks in front of the net in that house area, Herm, we like to talk about all the time, that high percentage scoring area. Michigan still got an opportunity off of it.
Here's some speed. That pass there from Nalia Wood, tried to spring free Parents, but it was too far out in front of her.
Wonderful scene here, senior night. You know, and when you're going through a schedule, you pick your senior day, right? You know, what opponent, what game you want to get. You know, sometimes you pick one that you think you'll win and pretty confident you'll win. Some of them you put a big-time matchup out there, rivalry, and we have a mix of both here today with the Bulldogs and Wolverines.
This definitely is a high-powered contest. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Number 9, Michigan-Dearborn, and number 2, Adrian College. Both with really solid records on the year. 19-3-2, the Bulldogs. 11-8-4, the Wolverines. And this is always a pretty tightly contested rivalry matchup whenever these two teams square off. Picking up the pace, that was number 9, Mackenzie Villiard, who rushed it in. Meeting it along the wall is Parents. Picking up the pieces, that's Peterson down low. Circles back and opens up, trying to find an open passer. She'll rip it back towards the left side. Shaw's directing traffic up at the left point. Will escape over the blue line. And Brenna Ward in control. Headman's a pass to Shaw, who dumps this in. And going to chase down is Zeifman.
Both teams making it challenging to leave their own defensive zone tonight.
I'm sure, especially with yesterday, you have to wonder if defense really is just going to be the name of the game, as Allison Shaw with a good shot from the points gets gloved down and held by Kenna Borso.
That's right, and team here with Adrian College, much experience, championship pedigree, also winning the title last year. A lot of returning players from that team, and of course, when you win championships, you're going to get some players wanting to be part of the program too.
Absolutely. Saw some good freshmen and some transfers come in. Here's Gillen, works her way in. Great stop by Story. Snared it with the glove and holds on with 15:30 left to go. And one of those transfers that we're talking about right there in net, Amanda Story.
You said it. Flash of the leather, as they say. Nice opportunity for Michigan off the rush. 1-on-2, and if you're a defender, right, you take the pass. You let the goalie defend the shot, and she did just that.
Up at the point, it's Eagleson coming up with it. Here's some speed, trying to work it loose by Robinson. Reyes will circle around, looking for options, holds on to the boards. Drops it back for Eagleson. Eagleson with a great move. Gets this free. There's a high wrist shot, blocker to side. The rebound right there. Oh, and Eagleson just over skating it, trying to get that rebound in front.
Just a bouncing puck. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Good chance for Adrian College there.
Taryn Morris, a D-to-D pass as this knife's over for Robinson, who pushes it down low once again. Reagan has to back check here and goes one-on-one with Nicole Hahn. Wiltshire playing a bouncing puck over for Reagan. Now to Smolinski. Smolinski turns it over. Chance in front. They score! Nicole Hahn cashes in on the loose puck in front. The Wolverines open up the scoring.
Got the biscuit in a dangerous scoring area, and Michigan-Dearborn pays it off. Quick shot as we take a look at it once more. Bulldogs leave a couple open in front. Tough for a goalie to make a save on that. Give credit to Michigan burying that one and taking a 1-0 lead on the road.
Kahn will get credit for that goal. And that's her 4th on the season. Shaw with a hefty slap shot. That gets sent over the net. Leah Wood to Allison Shaw. Brenna Ward off the boards to Shaw. Makes some space. Wiltshire trying to push through the scrum. Wiltshire getting right to it. Bulldogs looking for the equalizer. They bump it around. Villiard with some speed. The work around the zone. Wraparound chance. Rebound in front. It's still loose. What a save. It's kept out. A fantastic stop by Borso. Sprawled out on her back.
You said it. Chance 1, 2, and 3 for Adrian College. Wolverine on her back made the save.
This is tipped away, kept in zone. Shaw will fight hard for it. Stick checking. Now a redirection towards the front. It doesn't go. Wraparound chance. That also denied. A third shot is blocked in front. That was Amy Pallion who went down on one knee and soaked it with the shin pad. There's Mackenzie Parent with a drive popped up in the air. Good stick save by Borso. Peterson trying to work it for Parent. Parent was tripped up on that play. I don't know if the officials saw it or not. And this is dumped into the zone by Adrian.
Bulldogs with a nice answer on the shift after the goal, keeping some pressure on the Wolverines and creating some chances of their own.
Always important to keep the spirits high on the bench, especially when you give one up early. And we know the resilience of these Lady Dogs. They never give up on anything.
The way these two teams play, I don't think we're going to see a runaway one way or another. It'll be a tight game all throughout.
Absolutely. Here's Forrester in on net. Glove save made by Borso. Walks it into the trapper.
Good positioning, right? That's a save where if you're in the right spot, you're going to make that save most of the time. I have a question for my resident goalie up here. From a fan perspective, why do they shoot glove side? Don't you feel like the better reflexes are on the left? If you can get to that stick side, you might have a better chance. What's the philosophy?
Depends, I guess, on the angle that you're coming in with the shot as the shooter, and then whatever hand the goaltender is, because sometimes you get that southpaw blocker on the left and glove on the right, and that, talking to many high-skilled shooters, throws a lot of people off, but that, of course, not the case here with Borso. She's got the regular hands. But all depends on what you see and where you feel like the open space is.
Thanks for that explanation.
Tyler Turnbull has her puck stripped away from her. Miranda will control at the right point. Intercepted there. Gregan looks to keep the offense continue. Reyes is tied up along the boards, gets this free down low for Turnbull. Locked up there, throws a pass into the slot, and the Bulldogs seeming like they're trying to target that cross-crease dunk in front of the net a couple of times here so far. Reyes with some good moves in and out of the gloves. Borso got a piece of it, but didn't squeeze it all the way.
Pretty simple formula, right? Pucks and bodies and sticks to the net.
Doesn't have to be pretty, but if it goes in the back of the net, it will count. As this is sent all the way down for icing. 10:51 remaining in the first period. Bulldogs and Wolverines right here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Alex Herman, Ian Wentz up here on ACTV.
Interesting logistical note for our viewers out there. You know how hockey players like to get to the rink at least a couple hours early. These two teams, at least the Wolverines, had to wait as there was an NCAA men's game going on. Look out here.
Look out for this rebound as it's loose. It was underneath Borso. Couldn't find it as she's still taking her time to get up.
The Wolverines were waiting for Dubuque to finish up their game with Adrian College, as we're going to get a penalty here.
Yeah, I think this is going to go against Adrian.
They don't want me to finish my story. Anyway, Dubuque and Adrian went to overtime, as you watched on ACTV. Big win for Dubuque, tough loss for the Bulldogs, but the Wolverine team was down to our left, waiting to get to a locker room to get changed and get ready to go. So a little bit rhythm thrown off maybe for Michigan, but you wouldn't know it based on the score, 1-0.
Then you get the delay, too, with the senior night festivities.
That's right.
Zeifman up at the blue line. Power play starting. There's a shot from the point. Good save made by Story. Got a piece of it with the trapper.
Big penalty right here. A big power play for Michigan. If you get up by 2 goals in this game, both teams are good enough defensively to keep it at that margin.
Charlize Warren goes for a rush. Now back up top for Zeifman. She lets a shot go through traffic. Going to jump on it was Story. And the Bulldogs able to clear this down.
How did that get through?
Not sure.
There were like 3 or 4 women in front of the net. Luckily, one of them was Adrian's goalie.
Ashlyn Stitt forces this puck back towards the corner as Zeifman looks to make a play, and this is tipped up into the 22-23 NCHA Women's League Championship banner. So 1 minute and 3 seconds left of 5-on-4 time for the Wolverines.
I like that you specify. That's good.
Listen, there's
if
so
you have
many.
Them, you have to announce them.
Yeah, you got to let the people know. There's a shot from the point. The rebound is there. Bulldogs looking for a shorty. Stitt trying to push through traffic. For those of you unfamiliar with the Arrington Ice Arena, absolutely littered with championship banners at every angle of the rink.
Around the building and hanging over the ice.
This program as a whole through ACHA and NCAA does a lot of winning. So that's escorted aside. Shot from the angle. Story with the save. She'll hold on. 30 seconds left in the power play.
Yeah, to hit this team's national championship banner, you'd have to send it out of the protective netting up over. And I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think it's protected well over there.
Not for nothing. I have seen it happen one time during a game, and unfortunately it took a spectator out in the crowd, which was not fun to see.
Well, you're not expecting that.
Not at all.
Nice block.
Good shot block by Nalia Wood. Drive from the point, sticked aside by Story. Shots evened up at 7 apiece. Banked off the boards over the blue line. Just about 10 seconds left in the power play chance for the Wolverines before we go back to 5-on-5. And released from the box is Allison Shaw. She'll head back towards the bench. Wolverines still in the offensive zone. Top of the left circle. Now near the net. Saved by Story. The rebound cleared to the side.
The shift after a goal and a shift after a power play are very important. And speaking of power play, I think Michigan's going back to one here.
No, I think this is called down for a high stick.
Oh, high stick,
on
okay.
Callie Forrester, but
all right. But the shift after a goal and the
Absolutely.
shift after a power play, those are big because you kind of relax a little bit as a defense. Like, okay, we killed off 2 minutes. Michigan still had a chance right after the penalty.
good one-touch pass as that connects to the stick of Rhea Peterson. Is able to lumber chop it towards the wall. Off to the side, taken away. Here's McCarroll in on net. Shot just goes high. And the music comes on for whatever reason.
Can't wait for a whistle. This is a good attempt there by McCarroll. Right to the front of the net, wasted no time. Just misfired. Very solid game so far, as you would expect between two top 10 teams.
Absolutely. That puck given away and taken back by Shaw as she flips it in. Transitions from defense to offense. And she'll have to have somebody cover for her at the points. This is sent out. Miranda has to back check. Now some speed. That's DiMacio. Her shot goes wide.
Playing for a rebound, and there was no one there to stuff it home. There was some real estate there for Michigan if they had somebody hanging out in front.
Back to the neutral zone. Nobody can hold on to it yet. 6:50 left to go here in the first period. Wolverines with a 1-0 lead so far in this one. Nicole Hahn, her 4th of the season. Taylor Gragan back behind the play. Off the boards, it's sent to the side. Williams trying to chase it down. And Dearborn still toying around with it. Taking a hard hit in front of the boards was Wiltshire. Surprised that didn't draw a call. An aggressive shoulder towards the head area. And there's a takeaway by Gragan. She'll lead the rush. Her pass goes off the skate area of Wiltshire. Borso is forced to cover up. And 6:07 will remain in the first frame.
Yeah, I go back to that hit, and that's a lot of conversation. Women's hockey, body checking, things like that, different penalties we get called or not get called, and skaters. I've talked to a few of them, and they like it when refs let them play a little bit, and I think that's what we're going to see tonight, and I think that's what they all want. You don't want to make those kind of calls. I mean, if it's egregious, yes, definitely call it. But if it's within the realm of play, I've seen a lot of refs let those go.
I'd be interested to see, too, with how much the game has been progressing over the past couple of years, if ultimately hitting does become allowed in women's hockey. I mean, you see the argument a lot at the professional level. In the PWHL, a lot of those ladies have lobbied for it, where if you do it the right way, it's part of the game. But
it'd be the same as the men, right? You do a stupid hit, they're going to call you for it. If it's a clean play, I think we'll get there pretty soon. I think much of these athletes want that in the game.
There's Nalia Wood breaking in towards the front. Good wrist shot there, stopped by Borso. Again, she'll hold on. Not too difficult of a save for Borso. Saw it all the way from blade to chest.
8 unofficial shots on goal between these two.
Doesn't get any more even than that, huh?
No, it doesn't.
Face-off tied there. Villiard spins a shot as it's kicked off the right pad of Borso. Ward will keep it in and push lower. Sent up top for Shaw. Opens up. Lets a shot go. They score! Tipped in front! Nalia Wood from Allison Shaw. We're tied at 1.
The unspoken hockey connection. Defender knows they're going for a redirect, and she gets it. What an answer by Adrian College, led by one of their captains, Shaw.
See the shot from the point, and beautiful redirection in front by Nalia Wood. How about that for a senior night?
I'll take it. And if you're a goalie on that one, you just tip your cap, to use a baseball term. Nothing you can do with that.
Absolutely. So 5 minutes left to go here in this first period. Nalia Wood with the deflection in front on the Allison Shaw shot. And we have a tie game. Just as we were talking about the shots being even, we get a score change, and now for real, we are even as close as it can be in this one. 4:47 remaining in the first period.
Is that Wood's second goal based on stats I'm looking at, Herm?
If it reads on the website as such, I would imagine yes.
She's got one. I don't think they update that quickly.
I would say yes. That's going to be Nalia Wood's second of the year. Skating hard is Adrian. Along the blue line, this is tied up.
At Michigan, do they call that the Go Blue line or just the blue line?
I never thought about that. I don't know if they can say Go Blue in the same way that the actual Michigan Wolverines can say it, but there's some affiliation there.
That's right. You just didn't like my joke.
I did like your joke.
Okay. That's just on the fly. I didn't write that down or anything. You can check my notes.
Your extensive notes that you have on this game.
I know. Well, you asked me. I won't disclose
Yes.
when I was informed of this potential broadcast.
It was scheduled weeks in advance, but nonetheless.
Well, I said yes right away is what I'm saying.
Robinson rips a shot. Glove save made by Borso. And 3:33 left to go here in this first period.
I know you were scheduled to do it.
I was.
Yeah.
I was always going to be
not.
here.
We can confirm I was not. But I said yes right away.
You did, and I appreciate you for that.
Absolutely. Well, I saw what game it was, and I was surprised there was an opening.
Charlize Warham rips this up the boards. Forrester will keep it in. Eagleson with a nice stick check to break it up. Eagleson looking towards the net, a backhand stopped easily by Borso. Checked out of the blue paint for a second there, and a kick save made by Borso. Forrester ripped one from the left blue line.
Looked like Robinson was tied up with the Michigan goalie. I don't know if that would have counted if it would have gone in.
Around the boards, it stays in. Bulldogs starting to put on some pressure. Robinson's in front. They send a saucer to Forrester. Now off to the right point. That was blocked. It was Taryn Morris who tried to let it go. Forrester with a good swipe as it's picked up by Reyes. Reyes moves in, forwards it around the half wall as it's stopped and sent back the other way.
Bulldogs have had the last 5 shots on goal. It was 8-8 a couple minutes ago.
This is where these Lady Dogs always seem to try and come to life, is to build off of their momentum as best as possible. Here's a breakout rush, trying to be sprung loose. It's chopped away by Hatch. And Shaw let a pass go cross ice. This will tip off the boards. Hatch again will backhand this down low. Swiping it the other way is Shaw. And a breakout commencing for the Bulldogs. Here's Ashlyn Stitt in the neutral zone. Works her way to the right side, now to the left. Drops it back for Smolinski, who picks it up. A nice move from Smolinski, a second one. Looking for a shot, blocked in front, the rebound, Villiard. Oh, and a shoulder save. Borso never saw it, but she caught a piece of it. And a good stop. 2 great shots from the Bulldogs.
So they say good shot, better save as that puck finds its way into the bench. A couple of great chances for Adrian College the last couple of minutes. And really since the goal, kind of seeing the ice tilt a little bit toward the U of M net.
I think the cool kids, when things like that start to happen, they say it's buzzing. The team is buzzing.
Momentum, buzzing.
Buzzing.
Is that like the very young people, or what generation are you talking?
My generation.
Okay.
My generation.
Got it.
In our locker room, it would sound a little something like the boys are buzzing.
Well, yeah, I think
and the
that's
girls
a hockey.
right now are buzzing.
Sure, let's go with that. They are. Michigan was buzzing a little bit earlier. Now the Bulldogs are buzzing.
Reagan, a drop pass. It's fed around the wall. Mackenzie Parent tried to go for a wraparound as the Wolverines clear it down. This will be icing with 43.2 seconds left to go here in the first period.
Michigan hasn't had a shot on goal in probably 6 minutes of ice time. Bulldogs not letting them set up in the zone, because when they do, and we saw it, a Wolverine goal, just quickly turning defense into offense.
Under 60 seconds left to go. This puck takes an awkward kick off the glass. McCarroll tried to get too fancy with the stick handling moves. And working to offense are the Wolverines. Whoa, scary bouncing puck towards the way of Story. Just hopped over her stick.
End of the period, right? Choppy ice.
Tied up in the corner as we have 15 seconds left. Maybe one last rush if the Bulldogs can hurry up. They can't get it out as Evers worked it low, taken away by Forrester. She's got her head up. Will skate it into the boards to tie up and kill the last couple of seconds off. 2 seconds and 1. And that's the horn to sound the end of the first period. We'll skate into the second at a nice 1-1 tie between the Wolverines and the Bulldogs.
That was a very structured first period, right? That's more of an East Coast thing, right? They play more structured hockey than people out west, but you saw solid defensive work. A couple mess ups, but for the most part, very solid 20 minutes by both teams, not allowing too many chances, goalies making nice saves, and the Adrian offense came to life there in the last few moments of that first period to find a way to tie this game. And look, senior day emotions, right? They're real. Whatever that may be, literal emotions. I mean, I've seen people cry on senior day, or if it's a little extra nerves. If you're an opponent on someone else's senior day, you kind of take offense to it, like, where are you senior day? It's like being the homecoming game for football. So I don't think this rivalry needed anything extra, and it's lived up to everything we thought it would be.
I'm sure there's a lot of emotion running on both sides of the benches from each of these two teams. Two good goals. Nicole Hahn got things started at 5:39 here in the first, and Leah Wood gets one as a deflection in front from Allison Shaw and Mackenzie Parent at 14:50. As we take a step aside, Alex Herman, Ian Wendt, we're going to stay right here for a figure skating performance and return with the second period after the break. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
On the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on has special years, never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. 20 minutes played in this women's ACHA Division I matchup. It's the University of Michigan-Dearborn and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Ian Wentz up here in the booth at the AIA. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on a nice Saturday evening for senior night for the Lady Dogs. 1-1 our score for those of you tuning in just now. Puck has dropped and we will resume play. At the AIA, the Wolverines win the opening draw, but it's flexed down towards the net front area. Borso is forced to cover up, and we get our first whistle 11 seconds in.
Yeah, that didn't take long. 1 goal apiece between the two. Both on even strength. We have not seen a power play goal tonight. Haven't seen many power play chances here on senior night.
Ripped up the boards. It will carry all the way out, and here's some speed and a great poke check by Allison Shaw to get that out of reach of Grace Adriance. Catching on the boards is Perro. Swings it low as it's fed back up top. Kept in just barely as it scrapes the blue line.
Nice keep.
Malia Wood goes hard after it. And that's tipped up into somebody's body and into the bench area of the Wolverines. Again, another whistle. 19-16 now. Left to go here in the second.
Speaking of benches, first-year head coach and assistant coach for the Bulldogs, Brendan Rembor in his first season. Ryder Bergeson also in his first season. Came over from the west side of the state. First year on the bench. Talk about expectations, right? Team last year won the whole thing, and here you are toward the end of your first season.
And speaking of coaches who were there when they won the whole thing, up in the Wow Cafe and Eatery, got to see him before the game. Assistant coach Brian Carney coming to show his support for his senior class this evening. Good to see him in attendance. Got to catch up for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, good crowd there over in Wow.
Always is.
Was it New Orleans inspired, soulfully authentic?
I believe that's how it goes, something
Okay,
like that.
Yeah, I've read that a couple times. Great food.
Wolverines look to get something started. It's McCarron who shoots this in. Taking her time on the rush, it's Ferriciacolo. And it's stopped by Story in the glove.
That's a tough save. I mean, I know it's one-on-one, so you see the whole thing. That shot right up by the ear, right? That's tough for a goalie to get that glove up there and make a save. We've seen a couple of good ones from both keepers so far today.
There's a shot from the point, stopped by Story again, watched it into the chest. That was Amy Pillane who let that one go.
You want bodies in front if you're going to make that kind of shot. Don't blame her for taking it, though.
Sure do. Amelia Smolinski goes cross ice for Gianna Miranda. Stitt plays it in the neutral zone. It's through the legs of Wiltshire as Story stops it. Smolinski swoops in to try and send it out. It will remain in the offensive zone for the Wolverines as they go and cycle it around. Genesee Williams trying to get it out. Now it's Miranda who has to go back after it. Van den Heuvel up the boards. Swept out off the boards. Good keep there by Pillane. Shot from the point. Took a deflection in front. It's wide to the left. As Wiltshire again trying to knock it over the blue line this time. It will clear the zone.
Similar start in both periods. Michigan-Dearborn putting on the pressure on Adrian a little bit. They did score first in the game about 5 minutes in.
There's a breakout that's intercepted in the neutral zone by Allison Shaw. She'll guide that puck on one hand. Robinson with some good moves. Lets a shot go. Blocker to side. Good save by Borso as it popped over her head. It was cleared down. Amy Pillane still out there. Long shift for her. As this is knocked off the end wall and travels all the way down, just barely wide of Story. And is there a penalty on the play? Or is there an injury down? I'm not sure. I believe it's just icing.
Okay. Bill Jones with his arm up. Wasn't sure if I saw a stick on the ice, so I assume icing and a penalty, but just the icing.
Perrer will retrieve this along the wall. Stepping in to help out is Robinson. Zone is cleared all the way down, and bumping it there was Story. Good fake move by Brenna Ward as she'll skim it back the opposite direction. Again, it's Brenna Ward. Pulls up, hits the E-brake, goes to Shaw. Now it's Eagleson.
Long shift for the Bulldogs off that icing.
Ward trying to skate her way through, cleared back towards Shaw. Soccer kicking to herself. Works it through, tied up at the Bruiser logo at center ice. DiMatteo skating her way in. Holding on to it on the forehand, now towards the front. It's bouncing around, nobody knows where it is. Towards the slot, a backhand. Good save by Story, got it with the pad. That was Hatch who got a backhander in the slot.
It really was a good save. Great pressure by the Wolverines.
Wolverines now 3 shots down from tying that category up at 15. And 15:42 left to go here in the second period. Still a 1-1 score.
Yeah, still uber competitive. I don't know, when all things shake out with the ACHA D1, but, might see this team in the postseason as well.
Very likely, too, if the national rankings get set, that if they started tomorrow, both of these teams would be headed towards the national tournament in St. Louis later on in March. I have a pretty good feeling you'll see both of these squads back there.
That'd be a good assumption at this point, no doubt.
This is lifted all the way down. Callie Forrester will get there to gain the whistle. And a good time to shout out ACTV social media. Be sure to stay connected with all the action by following at Adrian College TV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment and follow at Adrian College TV today.
That's much more official than what I said when I was a student here on ACTV. Promoting social media, very nice.
Hopefully my ad read skills were up to par.
It was a lot of, I think we have a Twitter, I don't know. It was Twitter back then, so.
It was Twitter.
Had to make sure.
Still Twitter to me, but nonetheless, I digress. This is picked up by Kozenpol. Fires a pass diagonally up the ice. Picked up and lifted in by DiMacio. Worked over to our left. That was Morris, who fired it the other way. Paddle down was Story out of her crease. Was standing out there just a little bit too long at first.
Sydney Gillen was right in that low slot waiting for a pass, never got to her.
It's a bump along the wall as a tie up there. Callie Forrester trying to poke it through the scrum. It'll play for Spence. Shot from the point. Great shot block by McCarroll. Stepped in front of it. Captain Tess McCarroll, one of the hardest working players on this team. Forrester has it just underneath the blue line. Work it off the boards. Trying to find Turnbull, but it doesn't get out. Spence and McCarroll with some roughhousing along the glass. Fans seem to love that. This is going to draw a call. Here's Peterson working in, and the Wolverines touch up. Bulldogs are going to get a power play. Interference is the call, and to the box, it's going to be Ashley Savage.
It's right in front of 6 or 7 baseball players. Big time collision, and we talked about in the first period, I don't think these players mind hitting, but you got to do it legally, and it's not the case for Michigan on that one. And Adrian to the power play for the first time tonight. Chance to lead for the first time tonight as well.
Bulldogs now with a 2-minute opportunity on the 5-on-4. We'll see how they fare. Bulldogs this season on the power play, 24%. Allison Shaw plays it down low. Fanning on the shot was Wiltshire. There's a drive from downtown, and stopped there was Kenna Borso.
Boy, McCarroll and Shaw, that's a nice little duo back there. Shaw going to captain this power play, the one defenseman on the ice for the Bulldogs, talking things over. And Adrian's goal was a deflection goal, so you'd like to think the strategy is get pucks on net, look for rebounds, find a way to put yourself up in this hockey game.
The McCarroll-Shaw connection has been there for a long time. Shaw with a nice slap shot, patted aside by Borso. Back for McCarroll, and then sent over to Shaw once more. Off to the right side wall. There's a chop on the hands of Genesee Williams, it looked like, as Stitt on possession. Gave it up in the neutral zone. The Wolverines will clear down.
And Shaw going back to get this puck. She's listed at 5'10", the senior. That length, with that stick reach just helps defensively and offensively too. A puck that would stay out of the zone or into the zone, she can make that play.
One of the hardest shots on the team. Have talked to a number of the players, and they all agree. When she decides to lay into one and tee it up, man, she can really let it fly. And already this season in the top 5 for scorers for the Bulldogs. She's got 8 goals and 5 assists for 13 points. And then her connecting partner, Tess McCarroll, leads the team. 11 goals, 17 assists for 28 points. You want to talk about high-powered offense, man, it's right there. And Wolverine players getting in the faces of the Bulldogs as they skated by the bench.
That's right. These two teams no strangers to each other. Absolutely.
Malia Wood at the right corner blue. Here's Forrester. They set the one-timer up. There's a big blast that stopped. Borso got a piece of it. Forrester holds on just barely within the blue line. Now towards the front. The rebound's there. It's still loose. Borso sprawled out, makes the stop as she leapt on top of it. 18 seconds left in the 5-on-4. What a fantastic stop by Kenna Borso.
Yeah, sprawling in, coming out of her crease, pushing up to make that play. And if you're Adrian, that's what you want on the power play. Side-to-side puck movement, get the goalie moving, get the defense with their heads turning around, and a couple good opportunities. And the rebounds will get there, and hopefully they can bury one here in the next 18 seconds.
Not too much time left on the 5-on-4. It's kept in by Forrester. Good play along the blue line. Now towards the slide, to the slots, looking for Nalia Wood. And the penalty will expire. Nalia Wood skating with speed towards the net front. Bobbled off her stick. A Wolverine might have gotten a piece of it, as there's a player down in the corner. Both sides trying to fight for it. Navy and yellow sweaters coming together.
Both teams 0 for on their power plays tonight.
Savage leaving the rush as this is dumped in and will settle in the corner. Peterson to pick it up. Rhea Peterson lost control of it in the slot. Turnbull with a nice backhand pass that will settle for the stick of Forrester. Goes for a dive to try and forward it in deeper, but never got all of the pieces that she needed on it. And a bad change for the Bulldogs. Now the Wolverines have some space. There's a shot that's taken. Reagan got some wood on it as it skyrocketed over everybody's head.
Some nice defense coming off the bench on that change.
Good bounce pass from Robinson looking for Eagleson. And she's taken out in a heap. Eagleson towards the front. Lets a shot go. And it might have caught a piece of the iron in front. Sounded like it hit something.
Wow, a give and go, and she started that play on the ice. Eagleson got up and got a great shot away.
Eagleson, known for her speed on this team, has quick steps. Got to watch out for her whenever she's on the ice, and she can certainly fly. There's a backhand chance on the breakaway, and Story will hold on to it in the chest.
Nice positioning defensively by Shaw. It was one-on-one. She just wanted to make sure there was no other Wolverine jumping in on the rush. Let the goalie make the save. That's what she's in school for, to make that stop, and she did just that. So Adrian weathers the storm from Michigan early in the period. The Wolverines weather that power play of Adrian College, and we're still knotted up at 0. Or 1, excuse me. You were waiting for me to fix it, weren't you?
This is broken loose. Here's Stitt. I was thinking about it for a second. I said zeros doesn't sound quite right, but zeros in this period, so.
There you go. Thanks for the save.
You
That's
are
what
correct.
goalies do, they save.
Yes, we do. This is scooped up by Story. She'll hold on. 9:44 left to go here in the second period. Still tied up at 1 apiece. Adrian College and the University of Michigan-Dearborn here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Alex Herman, Ian Wentz up in the booth at the AIA. Happy to have you all join us here this evening.
It's a primetime Saturday night.
It sure is. Nothing better than this. Hockey on a Saturday.
Well, in the fall, I can think of other things.
Well, fall hockey's pretty good, too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, fall hockey.
Shaw lets a shot go. Blocker to side by Brasso. Should rename that Chicago song Saturday in the Park to Saturday in the Arrington. I think that would be more fitting.
It'd be hard to rhyme that.
Well,
what rhymes with Arrington?
Saturday in the Park.
Okay, yeah. My bad.
We continue on. 9 minutes flat left to go here in the second period as this is lifted all the way down.
Just a chess match between these two, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, not as simple as checkers. It's chess.
Very defensively played, as we alluded to in the pre-show. Don't really want to give up a whole lot of space, and of course this game yesterday ended in a 3-2 overtime win for the Bulldogs, and I mean, you have the feeling that it's going to be another one-goal affair, and if it's not, the extra one is going to be off an empty net.
Right, yeah, I'd be surprised if either team can get out to a multi-score lead. It was 1-0 Dearborn, then Adrian ties it 1. No score in the second period over halfway through.
Villiard tied up along the wall. Bulldogs look to spring a breakout. Good play along the blue by Polaine. Lost there, now in the slot. Soccer kicked off the left foot by Forrester. Played off the boards and back in deep. Forrester will hold on and send it to her D partner in Taryn Morris. Good outlet pass for Nalia Wood, just a little bit too far ahead of her reach. Callie Forrester rips it around the wall. Now out for Villiard, but overskated. Here's a shot from Hahn, as catching a piece of it was Story. This couldn't be gloved down, but I think it'll be icing.
I never saw an arm. Oh, okay.
There you go.
I guess we got one late. Bulldogs had trouble on that exit, and it's not because they didn't have players open. Passes going into skates, right? That's a big momentum killer when you're trying to break out of your own zone and create offense. It's making those crisp, tape-to-tape passes. When you do that, game becomes a lot simpler, and if you don't, you might find yourself turning around scrambling defensively.
Nalia Wood in the defensive end. Again, Bulldogs trying to get out, but just can't go tape-to-tape with their passes, as it's quickly picked up by Ferriciolo. She lets a shot go well wide off target. This will clank off the glass and exit the zone over the blue line just barely. Kenzie Parent rushing her way towards the puck. Ferriciolo, a backhand towards Story as she guides it aside. This is fought for in the slot, now rotating to the left circle as it's spun around the boards. Stepping in, that was Reyes, sent a soft pass up the wall. Maya Reyes with a little bit of speed, trying to break her way in, gets shut down on the zone entry. And a good takeaway by Miranda.
Had a takedown too.
Pulling up, good move by Chloane. Here's a shot, save made by Story. Got it in the shoulder and trapped it in the glove. Good stop and good passing from the Wolverines to work that in the offensive zone.
I'd just say that's good hockey all the way around. A couple of nifty passes by the ladies of Dearborn, and nice save by the goalie of Adrian. Gives you chills for both teams. Great defense, great offense.
Good play all around. Here's Robinson. Sends a hard wrister off the glass and down towards the corner. Pace of play has been high so far through almost 2 complete periods of hockey.
Really has not a lot of stoppages.
This is Smolinski, who makes a deke in the corner. Locked up there, 2-on-2 battle. Both sides trying to fight for it. Nobody can kick it free just yet, as they still hold on to it.
Jonesy telling them to move the puck.
There you go. Now it gets out of that scrum. Smolinski
asking you receive.
This is played for Miranda. Didn't know where it was. Took her a couple of seconds to find it. Now it's Robinson.
Bulldogs need a change.
Moving the boots. Gets over the blue line. Shot from Williams. In and out of the glove of Borso. And now she'll cover up. And is awarded the whistle. Good on both sides to get a whistle there to try and change the lines up a little bit.
Aside from the Adrian College power play earlier in the period, the only real way these teams have generated offense is when the other team is changing, right? We've seen some rushes for the Wolverines where Adrian was changing and the vice versa for when the Bulldogs are changing. So we'll see if that can result in something here in the last 5.5 minutes of the period.
Wolverines looking to transition to offense. Evers holding on to it. Story watches it into the circular A logo and gets the whistle.
Playing for a rebound on those shots. You hope you get one. And did not quite get one. These two goaltenders solid in net, only gave up 5 combined last night. And this is an Adrian College team that just simply does not give up many goals as you look at their season record.
This puck sent out of the glass. Brenna Ward forwards it over the blue. Wiltshire lost it in her feet, sent back towards Story. Ward will pick up the pieces. Outlet pass will clear the zone, and it's turned over. Stitt trying to take advantage, rushing the left wing. Not a lot of room to work with. Routed off the puck as it's turned over, but the Bulldogs still have possession. Shaw with a good pull-up move. And her shot is blocked and deflected. Taking it the other way with some speed is Evers. Evers locked with Peterson. A turnover in the slot. Maybe some space for the Wolverines. Shaw lost it underneath the red line. Peterson. Now to Taryn Morris. Let a shot go through the middle lane of the ice. It goes all the way down, but no icing. Turnbull trying to keep it in. Good keep there along the blue line. Guides it aside to McCarroll. Great move from McCarroll. She'll go hard after it in the far side corner. 2-on-2 once again. Broken free, popped up in the air, fanning on the shot. There's Forrester. Morris waits, lets it go. Ooh. Oh, and it got through, but it hit the outside of the apron. Took a hop, skip, and a bounce in front of Borso, but stayed out. Turnbull forces the turnover.
Bulldogs nearly had too many.
Yeah, Mackenzie Parent steps in. Good shot there off the mask. Borso again with a good stop. And I'll agree with you, the Bulldogs were in a change. I don't know how the officials didn't see that.
I mean, they were looking right at it. Michigan will make a change. Going to get some weird bounces here late period.
This is overskated by Wood. Reagan lost it. Now it's in front of Story. She'll cover, but it gets out of her grasp, so no whistle. Force her back down low, up the wall, looking for Nalia Wood. In and out move. Great deke from Kosemple. Kosemple back to the point. Slap shot blocked. Taken away, that's Villiard. Through the legs of Parent. Gains the red line, dumped in, full line change for the Lady Dogs. Takeaway by Gregan, looking for Eagleson as it's ahead of her stick. Smolinski from a sharp angle, banked off the pad of Borso.
It's a nice take. You work so hard to get possession of the puck. You want to throw one on net for a rebound, and the teammates aren't quite there to stuff it home.
Off to the side, it's Eagleson. Lost it at the point. Gregan will throw it back down deep. Around the boards we go. Robinson there to meet it. Gets tangled up with Evers. Maya Reyes in the mix. Out of the zone, it's Smolinski, who skates back after it. Just under 90 seconds left to go here in the second period. Still tied up. Smolinski with some speed. Floats one towards the corner. And the Bulldogs change. Cross-ice pass as Wiltshire takes it away. There's a chance in front. It just goes wide. Big check sent by Adrian. Looked like it was Genesee Williams who got taken out pretty hard there. This is a good poke as it gets free. Wolverines wanted a penalty on that call.
Yes, they did. Some Wolverine parents or fans in the stands wanted to call on Shaw.
This is lifted all the way down. I don't think it's going to have the legs for icing, and no, it does not, as it was rolling on edge.
Had one penalty on each team this game. It's the only real scoring note in the second period is a penalty.
This is tied up along the wall. Turnbull trying to get it out to close out the period. Perro with a hard slap shot, save made by Story, and 14.6 left to go in the third period. And just other Bulldog hockey action going on right now as we speak. The ACHA Men's Division I taking on GL6 rival Calvin University over at their barn. Looked like after 2 periods, Bulldogs up 3-0.
NCAA women winning big over in Dubuque. We know the NCAA men lost here to Dubuque earlier today.
2 seconds and 1. And we're through 40 minutes of time as there's some extra activities in front of the bench. Looked like there was a Wolverine player who shoved the Bulldog, and I think that is Ashley Savage, who then shoved her own player. But nonetheless, no scoring in the second period. We stay at a 1-1 hockey game. Skating into the third period of regulation play. I mean, it doesn't get any more defensive than that.
No.
Both teams have had fantastic chances. But the question is who's going to break the deadlock?
Well, I'm going to go on record for a prediction here. I don't know which team will do it. It'll either be a power play goal or a weird, fluky, garbage type goal. I just think these two teams are too good 5-on-5 defensively, and we've seen that, just 1 goal apiece. I know the power plays are scoreless, but it has that kind of feel of something on a special teams or something on a maybe a blocked shot that goes to the offensive player and they score. It seems like that kind of matchup, and boy, we thought last night's game was entertaining. This one's shaping up to be just as good.
Nalia Wood and Nicole Hahn still the only goal scorers of this game. We're going to get an ice cut here at the Arrington Ice Arena and take a step aside for the second period intermission. Third period still to come. Alex Herman and Ian Wendt right here on ACTV. We'll be back after the break. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on Adrian College TV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics. Brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. We've gotten through 40 minutes of regulation play. We're still tied at 0. It's the University of Michigan-Dearborn Wolverines. And your Adrian College Bulldogs, Alex Herman, Ian Wentz, up here in the booth at the AIA. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV. And, man, this should shake out to be a fun one down the line here. I mean, 1-1 game, third period, senior night. Does it get any better than this?
Not really. Not really. This is exactly what we thought we would get. Similar look to last night, low-scoring game. Nobody scored in the second period. Teams get the short change, so we might not see as many odd player rushes. Looking forward to the third.
We drop the puck and resume play here at the AIA. Crowd full. Food up at Wow Cafe and Eatery. All the parents of the team here in attendance here to show their support.
Yeah, you thought you were getting a seat tonight. Those are at a premium. Those have been occupied since 2:30 this afternoon. Great place to watch the game if you're not watching on ACTV. See what I did there? That's an unpaid promotion.
Look at that. Here's Mackenzie Parent 2-on-1 if they can hurry. And they can't get the pass off. Stepping in there, that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, Villiard on the doorstep waiting for that pass.
I think that was Stephanie Hatch who made the stick play. As we get a whistle.
So the first two periods we saw Michigan put the pressure on Adrian early, then the Bulldogs counter, and then a late flurry by the Wolverines. See if Adrian gets off to a better start in terms of opportunities. They do have more shots on goal. See if they get some here to start the third.
Peterson wins the drawback. It's Turnbull who's along the boards. McCarrow finds it to the middle for Turnbull. Spinning is Peterson. Can't get a shot to go. And here comes the Wolverine captain. That's number 11 in Cadence Perro. Backhands it through. Doesn't travel too far. And a floating pass. Doesn't sit down on the ice the way that they drew it up. McKindu will dump this in. Hearing Story as it bounces off a skate. Left corner, it's Turnbull. Swinging it out of the zone. Peterson takes a shove from behind. Could have argued for a call there.
Again, letting them play. I mean, it was a hit for sure, but officials say not too bad.
Not a lot of aggression on that. I think it was just maybe an incidental bump. So bank off the high glass and travel down as the puck cartwheeling on edge. Zoe Zeifman has it behind her goaltender in Borso. They escort it towards the side. That's Warham. Miranda has to retrieve this puck off the wall, plays it to Smolinski, who's waiting for it in the corner. Smolinski tries to get out with it, and the puck not really settling down for anybody just yet. They get one or two passes off and then bounces off the blade. Here's some speed from Smolinski. Gets around one defender, looking towards the net, cuts it up, backhand. Nice stop there by Borso. Man, she's taken out hard. This is going to draw a call. And tripping is the signal. Smolinski's going to draw it. And Bill Jones looks like he's calling Sydney Gillen to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. And now early on in the frame, this is a big opportunity on the power play for the Bulldogs to try and jump to a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, trying to lead for the first time in this hockey game. Michigan led in the first period for about 10 minutes till the Bulldogs tied it.
McCarroll can't keep this in, and it's stripped away. Rushed up the ice, that's number 27, Grace Adriance. Bulldogs lose it as they tried to get out of the zone. Almost a shot there in front of Story from a hot area.
Active puck to start the third. You're seeing bounces in the early part of the period where you normally see at the end.
Must have left the rubber in the freezer for a little bit too long, just kicking off of everything. So we're through about 30 seconds of the power play.
Yeah, great PK so far by Dearborn.
Ashlyn Stitt motors her way through. It's kept in by McCarroll. Top of the left circle. Lets a shot go. It's blocked and cleared out by the Wolverines. Shaw plays it back. Up at center ice. Turned it over. Maybe some space. McCarroll was very aware of the situation.
Glad 16 was back there for Adrian College to get on that puck.
Yeah, that could have been bad if it was turned the other way, and this is deflected into the bench area. 50 seconds left to go in the power play. 16:22 left to go here in the third.
Much better penalty kill for U of M Dearborn than their first one. They gave up plenty of scoring opportunities to the Bulldogs. Not too many here. Adrian got one real attempt to the front of the net, but a good job so far, a minute 10 into the PK.
Skating this upwards is Nalia Wood. Has the only goal for the Bulldogs so far in the game. Assisted, of course, by Allison Shaw, a senior highlighted goal. Wolverines are able to clear this down. Story comes out of her crease to stop it. 23 seconds left in the 5-on-4 before that Sydney Gillen can exit the box. Rushed up the ice. It's Villiard who skates it around the zone with some good speed, controlling. 5 seconds left. Shot from the point, deflected, they score! Tipped in front, a power play goal, and the Bulldogs off to a 2-1 lead. Looks like Rhea Peterson, another senior.
Well, Villiard, another senior, started this play in neutral ice. She just carried it through her own, spinning around. Another shot from distance, deflected in front, and Adrian gets their first lead of the night, and a power play goal is the difference so far.
There you go. I believe they're going to credit this to Rhea Peterson, led the fist bump line at the bench. I'll be curious to see who gets the assist. Kara Eagleson towards the net front. They circle it there. Nobody can pick it up in time to get a shot off. Good stick play by Gregan to poke it off possession. Eagleson turning to offense. Eagleson, a good move, shut down on the entry. Puck will pop up above everybody's head, kept in by the body of Reyes. And it's Smolinski. He's back over there as it's dropped by Story for Smolinski.
Now the game of how aggressive are you if you're Adrian College? You got the 1-goal lead. A lot of time to play here for the Wolverines to try to tie this game up. Don't take any unnecessary risk right in the offensive zone.
It's Nalia Wood who gets credited as another senior-led goal there. Rhea Peterson and Nalia Wood both getting tallies on that.
Wood's second point today.
How about that? I mean, that's got to be a pretty good feeling, as stopping that shot is Amanda Story off the stick. Your senior day, you want to perform, your parents in attendance.
3-on-2.
Look at this 3-on-2 rush. Shut down on the entry, some extra activities in front of the net. Ashlyn Stitt was taken out there. She'll hunt back after the puck. Forrester up top at the blue line. Morris steps into one, lets it go. Save made by Borso, and she'll hold on.
How did that not hit anything on the way through? Said that a couple times today. Yeah. Forrester, a good ripper on the forehand. Bulldogs finding success, just carrying the puck through the neutral zone, not dumping it in at the blue line, and just gaining zone entries off the skate.
Stitt plays it back to the blue line. Forrester threads the needle, and just barely going wide right to the post.
Boy, Williams was there, and it looked like Wiltshire, too, for a deflection.
This is banked free. Ferriciolo taken out on the rush.
It's Wiltshire making that play.
Over the blue line, there's a shot. Story had to fight it off with the blocker as it's rolling up in the air. Played down by Tess McCarroll. Shifts into gear, and now her approach. Here goes Tess McCarroll. On the right side, now in the middle. Off to the left. McCarroll's shot goes wide, takes a deflection in front. She tried to pick up her own rebound, but couldn't skate away with it. This is angled down, Turnbull. Let a shot go. Stick save made by Borso.
Vanden Heuvel with a nice block on that initial shot.
Oh, and there's a hit from behind on Peterson. You heard the oohs and ahs from the crowd. Could have drew a penalty, but no arm up. Despite that, Brenna Ward lifts it in deep. Carried along the wall, Shaw will keep it in. Now towards the front as Borso covers up, and the Wolverines want a call. I don't think that's Mackenzie Parent meant to hit anybody in the head with her stick, but she did, and that's where you saw the frustration from the Wolverines.
Well, Stephanie Hatch, as they would say, doinked, as Mr. Collinsworth would say. We skate 5-on-5.
This is Amy Pillane. Lost it as Villiard makes a hard play. Locked up in the corner. Out coming with it is Perro. Cadence Perro. Good shutdown by Miranda. She takes a tumble. Jump deke there. Good move. There's some room for the Bulldogs. Looking to find a shot. It never gets off in time. As Nellie Wood up top for Miranda. Miranda waits. Back for Villiard. Skates around the zone. Fires a shot. Blocked in the slot. Goes back for Villiard. And there's a quick wrister from Gregan as it gets out. Good block there by Kenna Borso. And again, another shutdown play.
Michigan-Dearborn leaving Bulldogs all alone in front of the net. Got to shore that up defensively.
I mean, you've seen 2 deflections already. You have to imagine that that's where they're trying to go. Drops back. Robinson, her shot, blocker to side. Good save, Borso.
Wow.
Here's some speed. 2-on-1. Shot goes over the top of the bar.
I got to put that on net. What a save at the other end.
I mean, both goaltenders really today playing outstanding. And Borso seeing 30 shots at this point in the game with just about under 11 minutes left to go.
Oh, nice
chance in the slot there. Robinson kicked that out for Forrester. I don't think she was expecting it. Heading downhill. That's 17, Dimasio.
Good teams just know where your line mates are going to be. Right, you make that pass, and you know your line mate's going to be there. Watching some very good hockey tonight.
in front of the bench. Takes a 50-50 along the dasher. Forrester takes a bump there in the neutral zone as it's iced down. No whistle there, so we continue on.
Yeah, Wolverine fans wanted a penalty on that one, I'm sure. Again, letting them play a little bit.
I mean, to an extent, too. It's near the end of the season, sort of that playoff atmosphere that most teams look for. Ashlyn Stitt rips it up. This is Wiltshire breaking in. Wiltshire on the forehand. Good pass. Looking towards the front and a blocker save by Borso. Good setup and good shot from the Bulldogs, but again, Borso shutting the door. Shaw with good defensive positioning.
Adrian College producing chances off the rush. Even with even numbers, creating chances.
Up the ice this puck goes. It will travel the length and it is icing. As we take a look ahead at the schedule for the Bulldogs, still with plenty of regular season action left to go this season. Their next weekend they'll play against Indiana Tech, a home-and-home series on the 30th and 31st of January. And then right after that, they've got Michigan as well. I think they've got 4 days in a row of hockey. Look at that. Indiana Tech the 30th, Indiana Tech the 31st, University of Michigan the 1st.
Home and home, yeah.
And University of Michigan again on the 2nd. That's a long, long weekend. Jumping on top of this, Borso came way out of the crease.
Yes, she did.
And speaking of looking ahead, we look ahead to March 21st, 2025. Be sure to not miss Cameron Marlowe live at Adrian College March 21st as a part of his Keeping the Lights On tour. General admission tickets are just $50 and AC students get in free, so be sure to grab yours today at adriancollege.hometownticketing.com. Let's fill the house and keep the music going. It's March 21st, Cameron Marlowe at Adrian College.
I appreciate you not making your analyst read all your promotional material, live reads, advertisements.
I think the deal was if I read them, and especially because now we have, there's a concert coming up, you have to go to the concert with me.
Stay tuned for that.
We'll find out.
You'll know. What day is that again?
That will be March 21st, Cameron Marlowe.
I think I'm busy that day.
Oh, man.
That's a no trip? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's a hockey game somewhere I'll be calling.
Oh, there'll be
Hopefully,
hockey somewhere.
Yeah.
Taylor Gragan takes a step, crosses over the blue line, drop pass. Villiard, her shot, blocked easily. That was Charlize Warham who soaked that one in the chest.
These teams might be playing for a national title that day, Herm. 21st.
Yeah, that is close to the ACHA national tournament time. I'd have to keep an eye on that.
You see Adrian locking up defensively.
Adriance looks to rip a shot. Blocked in front. The rebound, they score! An awkward deflection finds the back of the net, and Dearborn, just like that, ties the game. 7:43 left to go in the third.
Well, I mentioned between periods. Could be a power play, could be a weird bounce. We've seen them both in the third period. And the jinx of all jinx bounces through a sea of Bulldogs and into the back of the net, and we are knotted up at 2 here in middle stages, third period.
Yesterday, it was Allison Shaw who had the puck luck on her side. She dumped it in from the neutral zone and somehow found a back of the net. And today, it's the Wolverines who get sweet revenge with a crazy kick along the ice. And we're back to an even game.
I'd be lying if I said that was my first broadcaster jinx. That was pretty immediate.
Happens to everybody.
It does.
Forrester goes D to D. It's Taryn Morris who will send it in, and right off the brain bucket. That was Kenna Borso. Got to be careful with those.
Gotta say heads up play.
Yeah.
Goalie makes a stop like that. 7:11 left in the third.
Get a Slurpee.
Is there an ad read for that?
I don't think so. Maybe one day. That'd be pretty cool. Adrian College, sponsored by 7-Eleven.
And you have to say it's 7-Eleven every time?
Yep. Here's Maya Reyes looking in. The bounce is right there. Oh, the puck was in the blue paint. Wow. They couldn't pick up the rebound. D-to-D pass. Forrester was looking to open up for a shot as she'll skim it around the boards for Eagleson as she tries to flex a bounce pass off the end wall. Tied up in the far side right corner. As we wait around for it, everybody gathering together.
It's a chance from nowhere. I had a great look at it. Didn't miss that outside post by that much.
Maya Reyes kicked it with her foot back into the pile. It's still tied up. Don't know if we'll get a whistle for this play or not. And it's still locked up. Nobody can get it free as we get the announcement of the goal over the PA and some tumbling going down. Robinson trying to dig it out, and finally it's loose back the other way, and we can continue on. Robinson, a good feed in front. Reyes not with her stick down as Wiltshire, fresh off the bench, comes in for support. Bouncing puck through the crease, goes wide. And a 2-on-1 developing. Here's Ferriciolo. Ferriciolo in, shot blocked. Great play by Taryn Morris to get in the way of that.
Sophomore laying out on that 2-on-1.
Morris with an outlet pass. This is ahead for Wiltshire as she dumps it in. Ashlyn Stitt, backhand pass, picked up. Sent towards the front by Ward, but not enough muscle on it. Ward shadowing the puck, dives and pokes it free as it's played behind the net. This is up for Wiltshire, who skates with speed, 1-on-2. Her shot let go wide of the glove side. It was Borso who took a tumble there in her crease. Might have caught an edge or something. 2-2 game here on ACTV. Michigan-Dearborn Wolverines and the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Oh, it was 3-2 last night. Got that same field today.
This is sent in as Story works it aside. Smolinski off the boards for Shaw. Shaw looking, taken away. Oh, and a break. Here's Perro in on net. Perro moves in. Great save. And a second one on the rebound. Story with some fantastic stops. The AIA faithful love it.
If Adrian wins, clip that for the highlight reel.
Absolutely.
I mean, clip it either way, but reasons they win will be that safe.
One to remember for Amanda Story. Once a rival Liberty Flame, now a Bulldog.
Well, that's a tough transfer, huh?
Sure is. Tess McCarroll plays it in. The Bulldogs delayed offsides. Villiard had to skate back. And this is tipped up into the netting.
That was almost us.
That was almost us.
That almost went out of play.
What a great souvenir that would have been.
Would have been. All right, this is an opportunity for the Adrian College coaching staff to get the matchups that they want. You see they go with the Villiard line. Of course, Wood out there has got 2 points today.
Miranda with a good step up, breaks the play up along the blue line. Here come the Wolverines. Skating it is DiMacio. Her shot blocked. Rather, I believe that was Nicole Hahn. Hard hit along the boards. This is going to draw a call. I think the Bulldogs.
Wow.
Back to the power play. 3:22 left to go here in the third, and this is huge for AC.
Big time. Tough time to take a penalty. And that is a penalty on U of M Dearborn.
Looks like that was
body checking.
Yeah, number 95, it's Megan Kosemple. Freshman from Durham, Ontario. And here we go, the Bulldogs back to the power play.
Yeah, 1 for 1 this period on the power play. Look out.
This is sent into the bench and takes somebody out in the process. They have to find the puck now. Straw will be back in the neutral zone in front of the Dearborn bench. Malia Wood cross ice, meets Forrester. Forrester taking her time as she enters in. This is tipped out of the zone. And there's some good speed and hustle from Perro. Hilliard was back in time, had the right angle towards the puck. This is picked up by Nalia Wood. Makes her way over the blue line. Peterson picks up the pieces along the right hash mark. Looking towards the front, pass intercepted. It was intended for Turnbull, and Wood can't keep it in. Forrester has McCarroll behind her. Looks up, her pass deflected off. Good play as the Bulldogs hold on. 60 seconds left to 5-on-4. McCarroll to Forrester. Lets a shot go, it's blocked off the shin pad. McCarroll has to hurry to get back. She's got a skater right behind her, and Warham plays it up the wall. Stitt catches and skates. Off balance, never was able to get a shot down. Stitt is pressured, 2-on-1. McCarroll to Shaw. Shaw looking towards the front, works cross ice, the shot right there. It's blocked and deflected in front. McCarroll with 30 seconds now. Nearing the end of the third period. Swiped towards the corner. Wiltshire picks up, looking for options. Wiltshire in, her shot over the crossbar. Now in tight. There's a rebound chance, and it's stopped. Stitt got a punch to the face. Oh, look out here. This might draw a call. We'll see.
Yeah, someone's going to go.
I don't know if
one, if not two.
I don't know if it's going to be evened up, but maybe the Bulldogs get lucky here. And it is indeed the case. Dearborn fans absolutely irate. It's Taylor Spence, the captain, who's going to go to the box. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to call a timeout here to try and draw up some kind of strategy.
Well, coach is going to the clipboard, and you're right, call a timeout. And look, it's, if there was something before the penalty or not, I don't know if we're going to see it or what we're going to look at, but they always say they call the second one, not the first, right? So maybe a Bulldog did something, the Wolverine responds, they see the second thing, and they call it that way. So, 5-on-3 for 14 seconds, and then a power play after that. Good spot for Adrian to be in. I like the timeout by Coach Rambord to drop a play to get you a goal.
We'll stay on air here as we were going to take a look. Minute and 36 seconds left to go here in the third period.
Do you think this should go through Shaw?
I'm sure they'll send her the puck up top. She's got the heavy slap shot, and hopefully they can find something going here. Need to take a lead late in the third. They have 5-on-3 for 14 seconds.
Williams on the ice. Stitt on the ice with Shaw. McCarroll, those are the two captains. And also 21 Wiltshire.
There's some malfunctions with the clock as the time was taken off there, and now it's put back on.
Is that correct? Well, I thought it was 1:39 unless they changed it.
They might have, not sure.
Referees must have changed it.
This is cleared all the way down. 10 seconds left in the initial 5-on-3. So now we'll go to 5-on-4 for the next minute and 44. That's all of the regulation time left. Here's Allison Shaw in the deep left corner. McCarroll is up top, looks for a shot. Here's Shaw in, deflected in front. The rebound bounced around. It's still loose, no whistle. Free for Williams. Backhanded in front, stopped by Borso. Cleared off to the side, 60 seconds left. Allison Shaw to Williams. McCarroll stopped. Borso, 2 saves and a third. Wolverines look to clear, they do. They'll get a full line change out. 40 seconds now. Allison Shaw escorts it for Turnbull. Turnbull has Peterson in front, Villiard on the left wing. Up top, Forrester catches a D-to-D pass. Threading feet in front, it's loose. Villiard right there, can't get the right angle for a shot. Forrester holds on, plays it for Wood. It's cleared out. 15 seconds left, maybe one more rush in regulation. Here's Villiard. Crosses over the blue line, 7 seconds left. Villiard's shot is blocked. Villiard trying to swing it towards the front of the net. 1 second, the horn will sound. Second day in a row, second game of the day. We are going to overtime.
Extra hockey, what a great minute 37 by the U of M Dearborn Wolverines. There were opportunities for the Bulldogs. You need your goalie to be the best penalty killer. That's exactly what Borso was, and she's been very good all night. 33 saves for her, and we're going to have a 2-minute break before a power play to start overtime.
Yeah, and just like earlier in the men's NCAA game, one team will start the overtime period with a power play.
Yeah.
And it's 4-on-3 for those unfamiliar with the rules. Normally our overtime periods are played 3-on-3, but when you get a power play, you get a skater added rather than a skater subtracted. And the skater added is for the team with the power play. So we'll get 23 seconds of power play time. If we get no score, then we'll go to 4-on-4 until the next whistle. And then once that is blown down, it will be 3-on-3.
Similar rules to the NCAA, or are there any tweaks with ACHA?
I believe it's the same.
Okay.
5-minute overtime, 3-on-3. If the winner is undecided after overtime, we go to a shootout.
Okay. You never know. Sometimes you don't do the shootout and you just end in a tie, and everyone goes home happy yet disappointed at the same time. And I'll tell you what, the score's going to end up the same as yesterday. It's a matter of what team's going to have the 3 and what team's going to have the 2. Now, if you're Adrian, a huge face-off to start the period, right? They had the 5-on-3 for about 15 seconds to get that last rush going in the third. They lost the face-off. Michigan-Dearborn killed off the first penalty and done a nice job for the first minute and change of the second minor penalty that they've served. And here we go, some 4-on-3 in overtime.
All right, Bulldogs get the opening draw, and they're on possession. 15 seconds left of power play. Williams in the middle. Williams off the crossbar. It stayed out. The chance was right there, and she roing the post. Here she is again. Williams looking for Stitt. They send it on net. 2 seconds and 1 off the power play. Got to watch the box here as Spence came out just as time expired. Story lost it as she went to play it in the corner. Wiltshire.
So 4-on-4 until a whistle.
4-on-4 till the whistle. 40 seconds gone. Played on the boards for Evers. Broken up. It's Allison Shaw who gets to it. Allison Shaw will wait behind the crease. Glove down by McCarroll. They chip it off the boards. Wiltshire looking ahead to it, but it rolls to the stick of Chloe.
Shaw's been out there for about 2.5 minutes of ice time.
McCarroll poking it free, getting after it. McCarroll with a chance! Oh, and it just goes wide. Good play from McCarroll to poke that through. The extra effort.
With 2 great chances for the Bulldogs early in overtime.
This is broken free, maybe a backhand on the horizon for Perro. Forrester ties up with her player.
Holding a stick, too.
Yep. Perro is down on the ice. She won't let go of Forrester's stick.
Sword in the stone.
Oh, and this is going to draw a call.
I mean, that's frustration, right?
Yep.
She had her stick held, wanted a call, turns around and cross-checks. Now the Bulldogs to the penalty kill.
So it's Forrester for a cross-check with 3:15 left to go here in overtime. Game still tied 2-2. And when one penalty expires, another one starts.
We have another timeout. Gosh, Herman, you look at the chances for Adrian College right early off the crossbar. And then another one sent just wide. Could have ended this game, but here they are now killing a penalty. And look, a timeout for one team is also a timeout for another. So when Dearborn's drawing up a play, Adrian getting a little refresher for their defensive strategy. And it's unique, right? A 4-on-3 penalty kill. You know, you do practice special teams. How much you do that, you know, it depends on the coaching staff. So it's a unique situation for both.
Absolutely, and timeout will end right there for the Bulldogs. Looks like it is Smolinski, Brenna Ward, and Villiard who are the choices. And then, of course, Amanda Story in net.
And if you're thinking, you know, you're watching at home, you're going, why isn't Shaw on the ice for Adrian? Well, she just had about a 2.5-minute shift. She has to break at some point, but she'll be probably the next one off the bench later on in this penalty kill.
All right, here we go. 3:15 left to go in the overtime frame. Dearborn Wolverines will take the draw in the offensive zone, and they win it back. Pillane is up top. Now it's Perro. Evers along the left side. Pillane rips a shot, blocked. Glove down, a stick to the face. Villiard taken out. Bulldogs wanted a call.
She looks to be in discomfort.
Yep. Evers off towards
There's
the
a
side.
penalty in
There's going to
front.
be another penalty here. This is going to go to a 5-on-3. Shot there, high over the crossbar. Story was way out of her crease.
Extra skater coming out.
Evers off to the side. They let it go and score. With the extra attacker on the ice, the University of Michigan-Dearborn take the overtime win 3-2 at the 2:35 mark in overtime.
Delayed call, extra skater on the ice. They were going to get one anyway, right with the penalty upcoming. What a beautiful shot, and they come back from a 2-1 deficit in the third to win this one 3-2 and split the weekend. As we get a better look at this one, the extra skater comes on, low in the dot, bar down, beautiful shot, and a good win for the Wolverines.
So like you said, Ian, these two teams will split the weekend series. Both of these games ending 3-2 in overtime. And man, what a great matchup. Such great skill on both sides. And of course, not the result that the seniors wanted on their day celebrated for them. But a good game nonetheless. I mean, you got to tip your cap to both of the goaltenders. They played fantastic. Borso with 33 saves on 35 shots. And Story, 24 on 27.
Well, how the goals come about, right? The
Yeah.
first two were 5-on-5, and then special teams and weird bounces in the third period. When you get two teams that are this highly rated in the country, comes down to that a lot of the time, and it did there in overtime. A tough loss for Adrian as they salute their fans on this senior night.
Well, that about do it here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Happy to have everybody join us here this evening from the AIA. Alex Herman, Ian Wentz, signing off for the evening. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.